If you want to survive on this field of IT, then you need to embrace AI. You need to learn how to make use of artificial intelligence, things like ChatGPT, Gemini, among other tools, among other AI tools, that is. Because let me tell you, I know most of you in this field of IT, especially software developers, you like writing every single line of code on your own because you feel it's the best way, which is not bad. But let me tell you that AI is going to double or even triple whatever you normally do on a single day. It's going to be done either thrice, I can tell you. The moment you learn how to make use of AI, your production is going to increase. And let me tell you, in life, it's not about how learned you are, or maybe how skillful you are, or maybe something like what, I don't know. But so long as you can make that extra coin, that's what matters in life. Life doesn't recognize whether you have got a million PhD, a million degrees, or what. At the end of the day, you have to put food on the table. And that's why you can see most of the things are changing. Nowadays, many people are joining the field of IT. And let me tell you, because AI isn't going nowhere, these people will come, start learning these skills, and at the end of the day, they will overtake you, which is not, it's not a good idea. You'll say maybe the field is flooded and all that and all that. So the best way you can do it, start learning how to make use of AI. So why am I saying that? Today, I just want to try, with the knowledge that I have with ChatGPT, I want to try how to consume Lipa na M-Pesa API, that is Daraja API, the STKPUSH one, that is what we refer to as the M-Pesa Express, using ChatGPT, just to see whether it is very easy for anyone who wants to learn how to integrate their system or the system that they have created, just using M-Pesa. Because let me tell you, um, at the end of the day, the companies will acquire system because they want to do business, and business is all about exchange of money. And um, in case maybe you don't know how to consume or maybe to make use of the available payment gateways, I can tell you for sure, um, you are missing a lot in this field. Because so long as you can be able to so long as you can be able to consume a number of uh, APIs, especially payment gateway APIs, I'll tell you, your production will go far much higher, more than you can imagine. So let's try to consume STK push from scratch and see how it works. Whether we can be able to do it in less than 15 minutes. I normally have a master course for um, Daraja API. That is, I normally train people who want to learn about Daraja, because going through the documentation, it's going to take you time. You can go through it. There is no problem. At the end of the day, you learn, know how to use it. But sometimes maybe you have a client who is in a hurry to launch their project. So that's where I come in. I kind of take you through within the shortest time, and you get to understand how you can implement Lipa na M-Pesa on your project. I know most of you will say like, oh, okay, you should give free and all that. Yes, there's no problem. Actually, it's like I'm giving it for free. But remember, there is time, there is resources, which I have to set aside so that I can train you, so that you can be able to accomplish your projects. So that's why I kind of like when we come and meet at the edge. At least you give me something small, like now I'm doing it at 3,000. Uh, the year before I used to do it at 5,000, but because I see the price is kind of balancing on the 3,000, then there is no problem. I'll be able to take you as a developer. But if you are an investor, maybe something like that, the price still remains the same, 10,000. There's no problem. And maybe if you learn the skills, don't go out there and maybe saturate the market with your just low peanuts prices and so forth. So that is it. So let's jump right away and create a project for, let me call it what I have XAMPP actually. Let me open XAMPP. I want to consume it using PHP to try to see whether I can do it. Yeah, so within less than 15 minutes, you can see there it's the time is like 7 at the dot. So let's say within 15 minutes whether you can do something. So the first thing, htdocs, I create a new folder. Then I can say learn learn Daraja. Let me call it like that. And then that will be the name of my folder. Then this folder, I can put it, I can open it on the VS Code. Then the first thing you need to know is uh, how to create. Let me create the first file, which is index.php. There's no problem like that. Then the first thing, when you go through the documentation, you realize that there is no way you can consume this API without using how do we call it, the, without learning how to create an access token. So we use authorization API. So in this case, you need to get first to the Daraja, create an app. There's no problem. So that's something which is very simple. You just click there, fill the information here, check all these ones, then create the app. It's going to be created. Once you do that, like for example, this one is the one that is working for me. So I have the API credentials, that is consumer key and the consumer secret. And then I can come here on the ChatGPT and say, I want to consume Lipana M-Pesa Daraja APIs. Let me say it like that. Then press enter. Then it's going to tell me, maybe go through the documentation. I'm just giving it context. So I can tell it, like I can tell ChatGPT, first I want to generate access token. So what does it ask? It will ask for two things. First of all, you need to have um, the consumer key, consumer secret, plus the endpoint, which you normally call to get the access token. So where are they? So I can say consumer key. I can tell it the following are the parameters needed to generate access token, like that. One, consumer, let me say consumer key, like that, which is equals to this. Then I'll come here, consumer, sorry, let me say underscore secret, which is equals to this. Come here, copy consumer secret, which is this. I will put it there. There's no problem. You know, we are doing just testing. And last is URL, which is equals to, let's put the URL which we use to request the access token. Then we'll tell it to do it in PHP. This is the URL that we normally use. And remember, you're using Daraja. So that one. Then we will tell it generate PHP code. Like that. So let's see whether it's going to do that. Consumer key, consumer secret, blah 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 blah. Done. Then where is it? Access token. So we expect to have an access token. So access token is equals to this. So if I copy this code and come here, let me say I can create a new file called access token. Let me access underscore token like that dot php. Then press enter. Then I paste my code there. I save changes. I'm not doing much. Just I know I have my parameters in correct, and I want to execute and see whether it's going. So XAMPP is up and running. Localhost. I come here. Local host like that. Then the name of my folder is LAN what? Is it LAN Lipan M-Pesa or what? LAN Daraja, sorry. LAN Daraja folder like that. So LAN Daraja, it's my folder, project folder. Is it correct? LAN Daraja. And LAN Daraja, it's trying to access index.php. I don't want to access the index.php. Is access underscore token.php. That is the file that I want to execute. Have I written it wrongly? Daraja access token, sorry. Rename. I copy this one. Let me just not keep on changing so many things. I can just correct it like that. I want to see whether it's going to generate access token. There it is. First step. Less than 5 minutes, I can say. That one I've achieved. Then now next is to use the access token in consuming M-Pesa Express API, and the following will be the parameters or the payload. This is the payload that we are supposed to pass. So we go to Daraja and then APIs. On the APIs, this is M-Pesa Express. So let me click simulate, and it's going to explain a little bit about the meaning. So first of all, I'll start with the URL, which is equals to what? This is the URL. Then for STKPUSH, the URL is separate from the one for generating access token. Then second is this payload. So this is the payload that I'm supposed to pass. Copy. Then I paste. This is the payload. Sorry, have I entered it wrongly? Let me undo. It's like I've copied it wrongly. Sorry. Oh, I didn't copy the whole of it. So like that. Copy. Click there. This one. Now the other thing is to know that the password. How to generate password. Password. I can copy this code. First of all, I will enter like this one so that I can see what code it's going to generate. Then I give it, oh sorry, let me do to generate the password. What do I need? To generate password, this is the password. Use the request. Next for combination of, let me do like that. There's no problem. I don't want to explain much. I think ChatGPT knows what I want. Then press enter to see whether it's going to have a code to do that. So access token here, then parameters. Actually, it's learning what I need. The parameters like the number. It's like it has accessed the document for the API documentation. As you can see, phone number, party A, party B, blah blah blah. Sorry, those ones are coming from Nene. They are the ones which are coming from Nene. So where's the password? Password. I want to see password. Password is here. So password is this string, which is combination of this. Password is okay now. So I can copy this one and come here. Now let me put this one on the index, and inside the index, I will include require, because I've generated the access token, require into brackets. I can say access underscore token. Remember, my token doesn't have n at the end, PHP, like that. So this is it, like that, then semicolon. Then I'll need to make sure this one has got what? Access token. Do you have a parameter for access token here? Yeah, here it is. So this one I don't need to explain because already it's there. So it means here we have got access token. I can do away with this one because the access token now it's available, has been passed. So the next thing is to make sure all my parameters are correct. So party A, as you can see, is phone number, and I have to use my phone number, which is 0700 711 233. You need to pass the number with the 254 at the beginning. Then this is the your pay bill number, and then we have got phone number. We can also repeat it at here. Then this will be the domain, the link which is going to receive the message once the customer has made the payments. Let me just leave it the way it is. And then we have got the passkey, which is supposed to be entered here. So for the passkey, you get it from the this one. So I need to click there, scroll all the way. Then passkey is this one. So I just come here and put the passkey like that. So I think I'm good to go now. Don't have much. So I expect it to print some data. If yeah, let's see whether we can get an error, or maybe it's going to pop up on my end. I'll mod my phone. So to do that, run the code. Access token is okay, so it's supposed to access access token. Press enter. As you can see, on my side it has popped up. Actually, it's not 15 minutes. I've taken 12 minutes to do that. And here it is. It has done the pop-up on my side. So what does this mean? This means um, um, what you need to pass from your form, so that you are now you can plug into this one. I can convert like this code into a function which I can put it in a class. Then the parameters, these ones you can add them maybe on a .env file, something like that, if you're using Laravel and so forth. Yeah, the parameters which are very important. So when you create it as a function, you convert it as a function, you'll be in a position to pass only three parameters. One, which is the party A, which is the phone number of the customer who is making payments. Then B, you'll be passing the amount. Where is the amount? Maybe the amount is here. You pass the amount which they are supposed to pay. And lastly, it's supposed to be reference, which is supposed to be customer reference, whatever number. Is it test? There is a number which you pass it as an invoice, which you expect to get it back when you do the STK push. And that is it. I think you are good to go. What you just need, it means now we have the pop-up. You can get this code like this. You can tell ChatGPT, this is my response. I want to get response code, and if it's 0, then echo enter pin, M-Pesa pin to complete payments. Just that. Sorry, I forgot to paste the nini. Actually, it's going to do it. There is no problem. It doesn't mean like it cannot do it. It's going to generate the whole code. It's correct. It doesn't mean like it's not correct, because this is the one that received the JSON, and it's going to try to access the access token. Let me see whether it's doing that. Response code, as you can see here. So it's stripping to get uh, access token, the response code. Once it gets the response code, you're good to go. So let's see whether, no, here there are some changes which I was supposed to do. So copy this one, come here. On this one, actually, I'm not supposed to go. Let me paste only the code which is coming from line 60. So for line 60, can come here and say response code, this one. From here, just this one is what I need. Come here, replace this one, save changes. I expect to see something. Boom. Let me see whether it has popped. Response code 0, enter M-Pesa pin. And on my side, it has popped up. Yeah, so that is it. I hope you have learned something. You can do it. It's not a must for you to pay me, but at the end of the day, you'll need guidance. And if you need guidance, I'm always there to help and to assist. So I just wanted to demonstrate how you can make use of IT, or no, sorry, AI, to kind of make your production a little bit go higher, make more money, because life is all about money. Ukitoka hapa nje, it doesn't mean like, oh, nimefanya sijui degree ngapi, masters, PhD, oh, nimeiva hii code, wezi ni unaweza kuwa umeiva, but at the end of the day, is pesa inaflow kwa account yako? If it doesn't, then still you need to learn the life skills so that you can, yeah. So thank you. See you on the next one. I don't have much to say.